supporting the development of peoples throughout the globe for over 50 years. Much of its driving spirit is inspired by a church document whose golden anniversary we shall mark next year on March 26th. Pope Paul VI, Popular Progressio, on the development of peoples. In this document, contrary to the pious and the cynical who think that the church should stay inside its churches and pray to its private God, the church asserts its role in the development of peoples. And quote, "The progressive development of peoples is an object of deep interest and concern to the church. This is particularly true in the case of those people who are trying to escape the ravages of hunger, poverty, endemic disease, and ignorance, of those who are seeking a larger share in the benefits of civilization and a more active improvement of their human qualities, of those who are constantly striving for fuller growth."
So this is learning from the previous GA where we have too many resolutions. So we wanted to focus and not disperse too thinly our efforts for actions. So, but another very important document aside from the resolutions, which was approved during that time, is the Partnership Manual, which actually defined the very nature or the essence of being of the partnership, which are three. That it is a platform for common learning and understanding and analysis of the issues, coordinate and organize common actions and advocacies, and it should be a venue or a platform for exchange of expertise and resources. So it is in these two very important decisions that we would like to weave the story of what Pmpi is now, both as a national and a regional network. So let us look back at our journey, and after the 4th General Assembly in 2012, what has become of us? What are the challenges, what we have achieved, and what were the difficulties? And hopefully in this 5th GA, we will be able to agree on what we can do or what we can embrace as our next steps.
Life-draining secularism, the humanism of Francis presumes God and invites us to hear the God of compassion looking on the desolation, frustration, and sadness of contemporary human culture. In this compassion, Francis sounds the stinging condemnation of globalist global consumerist economy. He says, just as the commandment, "Thou shalt not kill," sets a clear limit in order to safeguard the value of human life, today we have to say, "Thou shalt not" to an economy of exclusion and inequality. Such an economy kills. communism, Francis condemns the unbridled consumerism fueled by science and technology, their powerful principles that ignores the Creator, abuses and destroys the environment, common home created by God for all, causing or intensifying the exclusion of the poor in the peripheries. We are a loose partnership. A loose partnership. Becoming tighter. Of 160 strong organizations dedicated to development, church organizations, people's organizations, and non-government organizations. We are today focused on four major concerns. First, peace and human rights. Second, climate change and disaster risk reduction. Third, sustainable agriculture. And fourth, anti-mining, especially large-scale mining. That is an impressive course for development, especially since the issues you address are actual and pressing. Issues of peace and order are pressing in Mindanao. The Muslim-Christian, Muslim-Filipino conflict is the world's longest running conflict. There is an internationally witnessed agreement between the government of the Philippines and the Moro Independent Liberation Front, the Comprehensive Agreement on Samoro. The failure of the Philippine Congress to pass a corresponding Bangsamoro Basic Law to correct historical injustices visited on Filipino Muslims undermines the influence of Filipino Muslims committed to religious inclusiveness and integration into the Filipino state, and strengthens incipient movements aligning themselves in solidarity with the religiously exclusive global Islamic State. Miserior super corpum. I have compassion on the crowd. Compassion, not condescending pity, but from the depths of one's humanity, Pmpi, or to suffer with.
We have reached a point in Pmpi where there is a good level of trust and confidence among partners and from partners to the Secretariat. And I think this is another strength of the network nowadays, which was groomed over many years and which helps the network to do what they want to do and to be valid and relevant in the Philippines today. I congratulate the Pmpi for being this dynamic and relevant network today and for having gone the way to come to where they are.
Tungkol naman po doon sa nangyari na General Membership o General Assembly ng Miserior Pmpi, maraming din pong salamat dahil sa nadagdagan ang kaalaman ko na ipaliwanag lahat sa amin at natagpuan ko ang aking sarili sa isang mas malawak na mundo ng pagtulong sa may hirap.
What also touched me most in the general chapter is the talk or the sharing of Father Joel Tabora. In particular, his message, his explanation on the name of Miserior itself, which gave me a new lens in looking at my partnership with Miserior. And that is to resonate Christ's compassion for the crowd. And to me, the crowd are the nameless poor. In particular, it allowed me to get in touch in a deeper way with our poor indigenous children in far-flung villages here in Mindanao. These children who at times go to school without breakfast and without lunch sometimes. And children who without the school that we have put up in partnership with Miserior would have had no chance to study.
What struck me most about Father Joel Tabora's keynote was I have a deeper appreciation of the word compassion, where the word miserior comes from. Kasi dati, nasabi na naman sa amin ito, pero hindi naman masyadong malalim yung paliwanag. So ngayon, mas naiintindihan ko kung ano talagang ibig sabihin, saan nanggaling ang salitang miserior, which is compassion, at ito ay compassion for the poor and the oppressed. Mahalaga ito sa amin kasi for the past years, we have been working for the support for the comprehensive agreement on the Bangsamoro and the passage for the Bangsamoro Basic Law, which would put in place the governance structure for the right of the Bangsamoro people to self-governance and self-determination. At ito din ay isang paraan para matama, makorek yung historical injustice na sinabi din ni Father Tabora sa kanyang speech.
Partnership is about oneness. It's about sticking with each other, whether thick or thin. Kasi nangyari yan sa akin. Sa mga advocacies mo, may mga pangyayari na parang mga life-threatening sa'yo. noong na-threaten yung life ko noon, yung Miserior partners, tumulong sila, nag-UA sila, urgent action, para sa safety ng, para yung buhay ko ay ma-preserve. After that urgent action, dumagsa yung maraming letters at na-preserve talaga yung buhay ko. Yun yung meaning ko ng partnership. Hanggang ngayon, nandito ako, nagpapasulong sa mga advocacies na pinagkaisahan namin na ituloy at ipaglaban.
So yung partnership din ay nakatulong o naging magandang estratehiya sa pagpe-pressure sa government sa issue ng climate change, sa usapin ng pangkapayapaan at sa anti-mining. So karagdagan din, ito rin ay nagbibigay daan upang yung ating mga kasamahan sa kalungsuran ay magbigay din ng suporta, at the same time tumataas din yung kanilang kamalayan sa issue ng mga nasa kanayunan.
What I appreciate about the PMPI as a development conversation platform is that it fills in a gap in the church, especially among church development organizations. I'm talking in particular about the diocesan social action centers, because after the social teachings of the church, the development world has already went ahead in terms of theory and practice, and the church work in development hasn't really for the last few years. So organizations such as this, partnerships like PMPI, is a welcome development for the development sector of the church in the Philippines.
This time we are undertaking a project with Miserior on building resilience of ancestral domain communities to changes and effects of climate change. And we're very happy because we were introduced to the framework of resiliency, what makes a resilient community. And it affirms us also that what we're doing are actually inroads towards resiliency, such as strengthening women organizations, sustaining our indigenous knowledge systems and practices, and working with the local government units and networking. We found out that through this project, we can better strengthen also our resiliency because of the inputs on how to strengthen and improve further what we have started. For example, we are now into ensuring that our groups would be able to increase their yield in rice, and therefore we have undergone a trial farm using sustainable rice intensification, which is an approach of rice farming. And we've undergone some trial farms with our women, and so far the results have been very, very positive.
We have learned a lot from this network, PMPI, because there are so many disciplines joining this network. Like, for instance, the sustainable agriculture that our POs or cooperatives are participating. We also participate in other developmental issues like the anti-mining and then the other disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. So we, from this learning from this network, we also share it with the 150 cooperatives in our federation.
Fifth anniversary ng Pmpi nga sana ito maging patuloy, maging malawak, maging matatag para sa kabuuan maski saan ng mundo, maging isa ito na modelo para sa pagproteher sa atin inang bayan. Sana hindi ito hinto maging malaki lang para sa mga sumusunod na henerasyon natin sa mundong ito.
Malaking bagay ang partnership doon sa marami tayong kasama. Marami tayong mga kaakbay, marami tayong mga kakapit-bisig doon sa ating advokasya sa mga issue at concerns na ito. On human rights, on peace, on climate change and disaster risk reduction, on sustainable agriculture, on anti-mining. Malaking bagay kung hindi tayo nag-iisa. Malaking bagay kung makumplement ang iba't ibang mga kakayahan, makumplement ang iba't ibang mga resources ng mga miyembro ng PMPI, kasama na ang mga partners and allied organizations ng iba't ibang mga partner members. Hindi pwedeng tuloy-tuloy tayong nakaasa na magti-trickle down ang growth, ang development. Kailangang kilusin, kailangang bigyan ng pansin ito mula sa baba papunta sa taas. Magandang bahagi rin na sinabi niya yung hindi pwede tayong nakatingin palagi o gumagamit ng lente na sa pagtingin sa mga bagay-bagay na parang ang tingin natin sa mga bagay-bagay ay puro pera, puro ganansya. Kailangan ng panibagong pagtingin na ang mga bagay-bagay either may buhay o bahagi ng pagsasabuhay natin dito sa mundo. Yung integrated na development. Maganda rin yung challenge ni Father Joel Tabora doon sa pagkakaisa. Lalo na yung pagkakaisa na nakabase sa paniniwala o sa faith, anumang paniniwala natin, anumang relihiyon, ang mahalaga nagkakaisa tayo para doon sa patutunguhan na kaunlaran na gusto natin.
We are all hopeful that with this wonderful meeting, there will be greater synergy and work together in our own work for development in the country with the wonderful support of Miserior. And this is what PMPI partners really are proud of, that there is the support of Miserior, and Miserior is one of our partners in the work of development in the country.
And then I met many people who are concerned about things I did not even believe that this might be so much in the focus of people in a country with so many problems of poverty and political uncertainness. I'm talking about sustainable agriculture. This is of course my field, and I meet a lot of people who are thinking exactly in the same line as we do in Germany. And I discovered that when talking about partnership and about solidarity, this is much more than just words. It is something lived, and it is something real, because we are all working with the same problems. And if we don't do it in partnership and solidarity, there will be no solutions.